You wouldn't buy a Chino Custom to race in or to drive fast. You buy one to cruise, to listen to slow jams, and to take in the sights. And you wouldn't buy a Nebula Turbo to drive fast or to race either. We already know that the speed is abysmal and the handling is downright disappointing. So why would you buy one then? That is what we're going to find out in today's video. We will be purchasing the new Vulcar Nebula Turbo. I'll be showing you guys the customizations, and we'll be taking it for a drive to find out, is there any reason at all to buy one? Or is it altogether a hard pass? I'm H2, you're watching H2 TV, and let's start the video. The reason we're here at the airport is because I keep my drift garage here. I do a lot of drifting in this area. And the new Vulcar Nebula Turbo, Rockstar has created to be a drift car. All we have to do is take one look at the camber on the suspension once you lower it to see their intentions. We're very clear that they created it to drift. So let's go ahead and purchase the car. Let's pull up the website. And here she is, the Vulcar Nebula Turbo, coming in at $797,000, which is definitely not cheap, especially for this car, which is based on a 1980s Volvo 242. So let's go ahead and purchase this, take her to the mod shop, and see what she has for customization. And there she is, very 80s, I can tell already. Just look at how boxy it is, even compared to the Futo. So, got the fog lights on the grille and on the lower bumper. Got the sun strip, little vent on the top of the hood. Some badging, little turbo badge on the front fender. Some badging on the rear, classic 80s bumper. The one little circle for the key for the trunk. And the antenna. So cool. It's got some cool retroness thrown in. And these wheels are very unique. It says Vulcar Racing. That is pretty cool. Alright, so we've got her in. Let's take her to the mod shop and check her out. Nice sunset on our way over. And of course, this can do the speed boost, no problem. And haven't even thrown any mods on her. And wow, that is impressive for an all-stock vehicle. For getting loose, getting a little sideways. So now I am a little excited to see what she's got once we throw on some turbo, some engine upgrades, transmission, and we will bring her to the airport for some drifting. Alright, armor, no, because this is going to be a drift build. Brakes, race brakes, definitely.
Dead at any speed.
Bumpers, alright, front bumpers. We've got stock, primary, which gets rid of the fog lights on the bottom and the black trim. Then we've got race fogs, rally fogs, a lot of rally fog light options on a drift car. I guess you could set it up for a rally style if you want. Then we've got the sticker bomb. And wow, this is cool. Take off the bumper, put on a fat intercooler, and you can put the fans on the intercooler as well, which I never really see in the real world, but still kind of cool. And I'm definitely going to pass on these rally ones. The intercooler is kind of tempting. I'd say between these two, and I kind of like the trim and the fog lights, and you lose that lower lip too if you go to the primary, so I'm going to stick with the stock. And rear bumpers, stock or primary. Yeah, I like that. I'll paint the rear bumper. Engine, level 4.
That's gonna be like a whole new car.
Alright, exhaust. Got stock, dual tip, tuner, an epic bean can. We used to call them fart cans or fart cannons. That is funny. So, I'm going to throw the dual on, keep it a little bit more low key, a little bit more classy. Fenders, we can throw on the sticker bomb fenders. Grill, alright, we've got stock, plain, ooh, I like that, cleans it up a bit. More fogs, and whoa, fogs and light covers. So yeah, I'm gonna clean up this grill, go with plain. And hood, we've got carbon, sticker bomb, rusty. Oh yes, I've been waiting to see this in person. And it's a little dark, but it looks like the turbine is spinning, which is awesome. Can do dual turbos, that's a little excessive, but I do love it. And drift car, nice, that is a JDM motor. I love that silicone hosing, the blue hosing for the turbo going to the intercooler. That is really cool. They are really stepping it up on these vehicle models. And look at that. That is a massive race motor with dual turbos. Wow, no words needed. And those are tempting, but I do want to keep it somewhat on the more simple side. So I will go with a single turbo. How cool is that? Okay, lights. Put the xenons on. I'll probably switch to white at the arena workshop. Liveries. Okay, the 70s called. Nice. Some turbo decals. Nordic Racer. Geometric camo. Reminds me of the gun running liveries. Razzle Dazzle. Whoa, that is like straight out of Twisted Metal. Roadkill. Keeping it real. This looks like it could be in Benny's choices. Too bad they don't bring Benny's vehicles back. Long overdue for that. Rusty Shark. Hawaiian Snow Rally. That's cool. Ah, that's why they have all the fog lights for this livery. Steampunk. Looks like another Benny's livery. And Oodles of Doodles. Nice. I'm on the fence between this or the turbo decals. And why not? We'll put these on first. I'm a fan of vintage retro theme, so we'll go with this 80s retro decals. Put that on. Louvers, yes. Black or primary. Put some black on. Always a fan of louvers. Okay, mudguards. It's already got them stock, or we can do secondary. Those look kind of plasticky. So I'll leave that. Plate. Let's put on a classic blue plate for a classic car and go with the sideways. Alright, respray. Let's see what the secondary color changes. Oh, nice. So it changes that trim between the bumper and the roof. And that's it. Cool. Let's go ahead and change that to black so we can run through some of the primaries. So here it is in black. Silver. Here's a red. And let's see a blue, classic blue. There's a Saxon blue. Nice. I have no idea what color I'm going to go for, so I will be back in a minute. Alright guys, so I have gone with Cabernet Red, and I have matched it to the secondary for the roof. And for the pearlescent, I am going to throw a gold pearlescent on here. So you'll see when you look at it from up here on the hood, it gives it a nice gold metal flake. I'll go back to the stock pearlescent. You can see it's more red. I'm going to throw a little bit of gold flake on that Cabernet Red. And that will do it. I think it goes really nice with the turbo decals. The black and orange stripes. So that is done. Roll cage. Does not change the seats. Keeps the seats stock. So I will leave that off. Roof. We've got weekend vacation. Some luggage. Got a plain old roof rack. Some skis. That's cool. Especially for this car. A bunch of more luggage, or stack of crap as they call it. And junk trunk. Wow, is that Louis Vuitton? Kind of looks like it. That is cool. Might have to make another build for one of these. Some cool options, but for this drift build, definitely leaving it as is. And spoiler, got sticker bomb, carbon trunks, rusty. Alright, here we go. Sports wing. That is nice. Mid-level wing. That goes really well from the side profile. Reminds me of BMW classic wings. And drift wing or race wing. Race wing and sports wing are kind of similar. Both have that angle. But I'm going to go with this one. I like this. Reminds me of some old school wings on some of these old school cars.
That is fresh to death.
Suspension. You guys ready for this? 3, 2, 1. Boom! Holy crap. That is so insane. So insane. So the first one drops it quite a bit, and then the second one all the way, and then the last two tucks the wheels more. So we will try this competition suspension, see how it does for drifting.
Those should give your ass a break.
Transmission, race. Turbo, yes.
You wait till that kicks in.
Wheels. I love these wheels, and I'm pretty sure you can paint these, so I'm going to try and paint the stock wheels. While we're in tires, I will throw on some black tire smoke. Don't want to put the bulletproof tires on if you're doing a drift build. Windows, not on this classic car. So that is it. And man, the camber is so ridiculous. I can't wait to try this out. So let's bring her out and check her out in some more detail. Okay, so you cannot change the color on the stock wheels. So that is very disappointing. I went with the Inferno rims, which is the first choice in the sports category for the rims, because I really wanted the gold on the Cabernet Red, and I've got to say I'm really happy with how she came out. So let's bring her into some sunlight and open everything up. And let's start her up too. Got a big old trunk, just like back in the 80s, the old school cars, always plenty of trunk space. Got the two doors that open up. Here's the interior. Nothing too special, pretty basic. Wouldn't have expected anything else. Got the cutout in the hood for that massive single turbo. And check this out, the JDM motor with the blue silicone hosing. And look how it's bolted up to the headers. That is awesome. Keep up these details, Rockstar. They are much appreciated. Can see the wastegate, that gold little wastegate on top, and it's got a little shape to it, so that is awesome. Close everything back up. Take a look at it from the inside. See that massive turbo shaking about, old school RPM gauge, the revs, like that a lot. Alright, cool. So let's take it for a drive and then see how it does with drifting. Let's take a look at it real quick on the road. Very nice. I like it a bit more than I thought I would have. So we know for handling it's not going to be that great. Same as speed. Wow, look at that. Do you see that rubber come down? I didn't even use the handbrake. This is insane. So definitely not a car. I'm just going back and forth, and this is just braking all over the place. So this is not a car to pick up for a cruise or for a mountain drive, unless you want to drift in the mountains, but definitely do not buy this car as a normal car because the handling is horrible, worst in the game, but it's not meant for that. Rockstar created this specifically for drifting, so that is what we're going to test out right now at a nice little section in the airport. Look at that rubber it lays just from a stop. Okay, let's see how it does with some figure eights. Let's get used to the handling characteristics of the drifting. It's definitely on the slower side of the speed of the drifts. But it's definitely drifting. And it's drifting quite well, I must say. It's a little tough to keep it where you want it. It's a little on the oversteer side. Takes a lot of countersteer, almost full tilt on the countersteer. But I can tell I'm gonna have a ton of fun with this. I'm excited to get used to it. Probably make a drift video once I spend some more time with it. So would I recommend this car to purchase it? if you drift in GTA, if you have some drift cars like the Futo or the Banshee, I would say definitely. This is very unique, and it's definitely holding some good drifts. It's not doing bad at all for just getting inside of it. If you don't drift, you have no reason whatsoever to buy this car. This is only for drifting. So if you don't have any interest in drifting, don't buy it. If you're thinking about drifting, if you're thinking about getting started, I would say buy a Futo or a Vajero, because I can already tell this is on a more advanced side of drifting. It's a lot more tricky compared to the Futo or the Vajero. So if you're just going to be starting out, hold off. Buy a Futo or a Vajero, see if you like it, get some experience, and then pick one of these up. But yeah, look at that. It's holding some good drifts. For sure. So I'm going to have some fun with this guy. And this answers the question, does it drift? Yes, it does. Does it drift well? It sure does. It's holding some fat drifts. So I would say buy it if you are a drifter or into drifting. And if not, pass. No reason. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. This guy's got a nice new home in my drift garage. I'll be bringing her out, getting more used to her. And I will see you guys in the next video. H2TV signing off for now.